On behalf of Johns Hopkins and SAIS, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this collaboration between us and the Overseas Press Club. And what I think and I hope, expect, Scott and I have agreed, is will be the first of many collaborations together in bringing together our two communities of scholars and journalists and having these important discussions at a time when it doesn't need any persuading all of you. It's such an important thing to do. And, as we began to think about this and the idea sort of first emerged, it seemed to me that it was really a natural partnership because there are tremendous synergies and similarities between the work of what journalists do and what we do here at SAIS and in universities like Johns Hopkins. The idea that we're both engaged in trying to be rigorous and thoughtful and discovering the facts, empirically based knowledge about what's going on in the world, nonpartisan, basically open to making sure that the full set of ideas and perspectives are aired is something that are values and really in the blood of both professions. And as Scott and I were talking about, in that sense, it's really quite perfect that we're doing this in this space, because as many of you know, this was the museum of the First Amendment, the museum before it became the home for Johns Hopkins here in DC. And it seems like a very fitting and natural thing, and we really honor that tradition by following the footsteps of the museum. So great partnership, a really natural partnership, and we've got an extraordinary group of panelists here, both from the world of journalism and from the world of scholarship, to talk about the issues, about the challenges of studying and understanding about what's going on in China, which obviously is very challenging, as we all know, for many reasons today. And for us at SAIS in particular, the school has had a long history of very distinguished scholars working on the issues of China, both on its domestic and its international policy. And if you look at the roster today and the people on the panel, we're really pleased that the breadth of scholars that we have, not just here at SAIS, but also at the Krieger School and other parts of Gora, other parts of the university. I mean, we have really made a commitment to make this a centerpiece of the work that they're doing. And it's really epitomized by the creation of our new Institute on the United States, China, and the future of global affairs, headed by my colleague, Jessica Weiss, which is a new collaboration that has been created as a focal point for scholars across all of Johns Hopkins campuses, harnessing the breadth of expertise that we have here in the study of China and its pivotal role in the world, and supporting both scholars and practitioners. So supporting research, but also helping foster an informed engagement in the policy community here in DC. And although the Institute is just in its first year of operation, really, it's already had a really remarkable set of activities, of convenings and sponsoring scholarship on trying to get China right, and really to bring an informed and empirically based study to these issues. So it's really a great pleasure for me to have this collaboration here, and particularly to start on this topic. And so I want to thank our colleagues at the Overseas Press Club and invite Scott to come up and say a word.
Good morning and welcome. It's wonderful to be with you. It's wonderful to be in this building, as Jim mentioned. This is my first time, actually, personally, to be back in this building since it was the museum, and it's a special place for journalists. And as I was mentioning to Jim and Jessica, I like what you've done with the place. It's very nice. On behalf of the Overseas Press Club, we are so pleased to be able to partner with Johns Hopkins and SAIS on today's program. Our organization was founded in 1939, and we represent legions of journalists who care deeply about the value of global reporting and who do that work with tremendous courage and often against formidable odds. For these past 8 decades, we have sponsored annual awards that recognize the finest in international reporting. We also provide support for journalists working abroad and develop programs like today's, which focus on a part of the world where reporting is especially difficult and challenging, not only for journalists, but as we know, for scholars as well. So thank you to the dean and everyone at the school for all your work on this program and this partnership. And thank you for joining us. And I'll invite Jessica Weiss to the stage with her panel, first panel. Thank you.